Welcome back to Fire Force Anime Review Episode 47. Yes, I continue the interview stuff. Excuse me. Despite the fact the season ended last month. Well, season 2, mind you. Now, I have not received any word yet of when in the world we're going to get season 3. I hope there's season 3. There is still plenty of Serpentine they can do season 3 for. I mean, I know season 2 basically got a lot of positive reception. I'm sure that Funimation pretty much is pretty happy with reception. So I'm sure they probably would ask the studio, hey, can we get season 3, please? Who knows? It just depends upon the studio who makes it. But here's the strange thing, though, about Fire Force. Funimation has the right to stream the dub for it. The sub, I believe Crunchyroll has it for some strange reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. It's one of two series I could think of that Funimation does do dub for, where they don't have the sub. The other one being Black Clover. Yep, Black Clover is the other one. Alright, now moving on to basically talk about... Yeah, because I keep forgetting to review this, but I figured though, why not just get this done and over with, basically... Well, because I haven't reviewed a single chapter of this in quite some time. I mean, the last chapter I reviewed was chapter 260. That was basically a month ago. Yeah, that was the last time I reviewed a chapter from the series. And since then, we've had 5 chapters released. Yep, and we're going to discuss all 5 of them. First up, 261, which is known as The Night King Rises. Love the cover image here. Yeah, that's a great cover image. From Akasho Okuba. I believe this is I think this is the artist who does the series, because this is the same people that did Soul Eater. Now, pretty much when it comes to this, it's like, okay, we finally wrap up this really unnecessary filler story of Arthur and Vulcan playing a Super Nintendo game. Yeah, playing some kind of fantasy game, which... Look at this image here. It looks like a ripoff of Legend of Zelda. Yeah. So, after playing after basically thinking playing through it, and of course, Yui through it, of course, flashbacks for it. They chat for a while, and then we finally cut away from this location to seeing Tamaki be leading to a school, and of course, everybody being so happy they're being evacuated, of course, despite the fact it's not changing anything. And then we see, well, here's a character I've seen in a while, Maki's father. Yes, a guy who's a general in the army. It's like, despite the fact that good hopes, to decrease damage, why is nothing changing? And of course, we have Lick talking, Victor talking to Licht. So about the end, then we see Sister Sasumori in... Yeah, we see her. First time we actually are talking in about 20 chapters, seems like. Yeah, she, of course, is hoping for the end. Arthur finally beats the game. Let's conquer the real dragon. And, well... Whereabouts end? Yeah. Yeah, so basically he's going to kill Dragon from the White Clad Soldiers. Yeah, with the exception of the cutaway stuff, I like that stuff. But I'm glad this is over, because I kind of felt as though that Arthur going back to the company headquarters for the first time since chapter 100, almost 100 freaking chapters, we finally got back to the damn place, and what does he do? Goes over and play a video game. Despite the fact in the series the world is ending. He rather do this and save the world. Just to keep his spirit. Just basically be able his strength to basically take on Dragon from White Class Soldiers. So he summons Excalibur, preparing for a fight with Dragon. Of course, powerful stuff. And we see you, and he of course is basically still possessed. And lucky enough that we have... Well, he's possessed by Giovanni. And eventually plastic, of course, and of course Arthur basically stabs the sword right through Yu's head, and that apparently turns back normal. Yep, and he's like, oh yeah, he's a Night King now. He's been turned back. And of course, well, then at Tama Bay, we have Dragon finally showing up, basically pairing his fight with Arthur. Of the 2 chapters so far, 261, I get that one 8. This one, 262, is a bit of a step up because it wraps a minor plot thread with you being possessed by Giovanni. I get that one 8.5. This one is 263, The Battle of a Legend. Oh yeah, he disappeared. So, yeah, time to basically start battling. Yeah, also apparently doesn't notice though that he has stitches on his arm, his face. Yeah, apparently doesn't notice. There's also a bunch of kung fu moves. And then we have Arthur and Dragon having a fight near a couple of volcanoes. Yep, volcanoes. So, battle with the Night King. And of course, they fight. Like a lot of big brawling. Of course, we see in the background the moon smiling. Yes, the same moon that was seen in Soul Eater. If you read the Soul Eater manga or watch the anime, yes, that's the same exact moon from the Soul Eater manga. Soul Eater franchise. So, more fighting. Slice right at him. It's like, he wounded him. My body. Gotcha. Yep. Next, 264. He Who Descends. Chapter starts with look like a backstory for Dragon. Yeah. Lots of exposition here. We see, I think, no, that's not the first pillar. I'm not sure who this is. Basically, it's just some kid with weird looking, it could be Sho. Yeah, it could be Sho. Yeah, then of course Dragon, of course, like chats for a while, chats for a bit, and of course we continue the brawl between Arthur and Dragon. And of course, Vulcan's watching the sidelines. Fire underwater. Thing splits in 2. I think he's freaking Moses, basically slicing the water in half. And that's where the chapter ends. Moving on to 265. Dragon and Knight rejoice. Yep, still continuing the battle between Arthur and the Dragon. This is technically round 3 of this fight. Yeah, round 3, Arthur versus Dragon. And of course, they basically spend the whole chapter fighting. Arthur has another slice at Dragon, slicing more, cutting off more of his body. Almost to the point he's almost chopping up Dragon's arm. Yep. And of course, the guy's bleeding like crazy. Yep, and he's like, oh yeah, blood spills. Next one, free for all. Okay, well, 260 seems like for these pretty much these 4 chapters, it is nothing but a fight. Starting with 262 and pretty much all the way to 265, it is nothing but a big, humongous fight. It's Arthur versus Dragon round 3, and it's done really well. I'm gonna give all 4 of these chapters. I gave 262 a 8.5. I'm gonna give these 3 all a 9 out of 10 because it's a great fight sequence. Yeah, that's it. All it is. It's a major fight scene. Yep. So yeah, that's it for particular review. Well, stay tuned if I get a chance to do a comic corner today. Okay, to the next video. Bye.